I'm makeup artist Justin Tyme. Welcome back to Make Up Your Mind TV. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing the latest launch from my cosmetics line, ADVEKET. It is the ADVEKET Cosmetics Beyond Binary Overnight Recovery and Sleep Mask Treatment. This is a really interesting mask. It serves a few different purposes that really help the skin to look more alive and more beautiful, and it's something you can do a few nights a week to give your skin a quick pick-me-up. You can throw it on before a night out for a really nice refreshed, moisturized look, and then you don't have to pound on a lot of extra moisturizer, say if you know you're going to be out and sweating, things like that. So let's just jump right into it. The mask in itself is a sleep treatment or a mask. Now, essentially it does the same thing, but there's two different ways to use it, and I'm going to explain it as we go through what the mask actually does. So the first thing that you'll notice about the mask is that it is lavender scented. Beautiful aromatherapy. Lavender, has been known for centuries for its calming values, for its uplifting essence within the smell. Aromatherapy has really become hugely mainstream within the last couple years, and it's awesome. Everybody's very much getting into the self-love, self-help, pamper yourself, take care of yourself mode, and everybody really should have always been in that mode. I never leave that mode. That's why I'm always so happy. So, jumping right into it, the mask. The first thing you notice is the lavender scent. It really envelops you. It's not so much scent that, you're like, oh my god, there's so much lavender in my world right now. It's nothing like that. It's not a synthetic smell. It's a natural lavender essential oil. It's very calm. It's very light. Nothing abrasive at all. I'm about the last person that wants something very fragrant just wafting around my face. It's not what I'm into. It's very pleasant. It's very light. So you'll notice when you use the product, it has a very unique texture. It's definitely a gel cream. You can see it's not gloppy. It's actually just very smooth. With this product, a little goes a long way, and it's very likely that you're going to use too much of it the first time that you use it. So just, kind of be aware of the product and how it's used. First, since I just clearly forgot to tie this hair back, as I said in a previous video, if you don't already have a spot headband, you should have one in your life. I wear them all the time for so many different functions. Especially like it for when I'm working out, to keep the hair out of my face. That way you don't get as many breakouts on the forehead especially. So we're going to take the product and evenly distribute it amongst my fingers. And starting at the neck, you cannot forget the neck. The neck is always one of the first places to show signs of aging. So this mask is a plumping, nourishing, and hydrating treatment. It's absolutely amazing. It's very nutritious for the skin. Essential oils, vitamins, antioxidants, smart hyaluronic acid. Now, if you're wondering what smart hyaluronic acid is, it's hyaluronic acid that doesn't just dissipate as soon as it gets on the surface of the skin. It actually works its way down into the deeper layers and is kind of time released. That way you get, a nice solid release of hydration, and you don't just get that one big, rush in the beginning, like a wave that hits your face and then it's nothing for the rest of the day. This hydration is continuous and it's beautiful and light. You never feel like it's too heavy. So in this product, to help with skin rejuvenation, we have a little bit of jojoba seed oil, grape seed oil, apricot kernel oil. These are all wondrous and essential fatty acids. We have the mask evenly distributed all over the face, always avoiding the eye area. It is not an eye mask. While it is very gentle, it is not tested for the eye area. Therefore, I do not condone ever using it on the eye area. So when you have this on, what you'll notice is that, you definitely feel it when it's on. It's kind of a balmy sort of gel cream. Smear it all over the face. Now at this point, you can leave it on as a mask. You're going to leave it on for about 5 minutes. At the end, you can just towel off any excess that you don't want at that point, you can also, spray a little toner on the face if you wanted to brush a cotton swab across it, if that's just something you feel like you have to do for your nightly regimen, but it's absolutely not necessary. If you do decide to use this as a mask, follow it with your, nightly skincare if it's something you feel like you need. Now, you can also leave this on as a sleep mask, which is what I like to do. And if you're going to do that, rub it in a bit more. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I'm a huge advocate for facial massage. Your skin thanks you, your skin loves you when you do a facial massage. It's kind of wonderful. So now we have it on, and basically you would just go to sleep at this point. It just, let the mask do its job. The texture that you feel on top of the skin is a protective barrier. It's going to work to help hold all of the skincare in so it can be the most beneficial to your skin that it possibly can be. If it's a little bit too much for you, maybe wearing it as an overnight mask isn't quite for you. At that point, definitely just remove it after 5 minutes and enjoy your evening. Now, if you know anything about me, I used to work in cosmetic education for a lot of different luxury brands. So when taking my line ADVEKET into skincare, it wasn't a decision that I took very lightly. A lot of research was done, a lot of, ingredient searching, just anything and everything I could think of. I wasn't going to attach my name and my brand to an inferior product. It needed to be a superior product. This is absolutely one of my favorite, if not the favorite mask of all time. And it's not just because it's mine. ADVEKET could go out of business and I would absolutely keep using this mask. I love it just that much. Like, it always has to be in my life now. I have very dry, very, very sensitive skin. So when it comes to a hydration mask, my skin ordinarily just laughs at a hydration mask. Even sleep masks. It's just like, get out of here. Not enough. Never going to be. And that's always been true. And this is for every hydration mask that I've ever tried. Yeah, they all gave hydration. They were all lovely. The moisture was wonderful. It wasn't enough for me to be able to go to bed or to leave my house without applying extra skincare. This mask, for the first time in my, I'm 36 years old, out of the first, 20 some whatever of using skincare and paying attention to skincare, this is the first mask I have ever used that is capable of giving my skin the hydration and nutrition it needs so that it feels satisfied, so that it can wear makeup without looking dry and flaky, so that I can go outside in the cold without my skin feeling like it's gonna flake and dry off. This is the first mask in my history that my skin's just like, oh yes, and it's awesome. It's definitely something I feel that everyone needs to try. Now, it is for every skin type. What I will say is that if you are an oily skin, this may be something you only want to do once a week, once every other week. Oily skin tends to produce enough hydration and everything else on its own that generally adding something like a hydrating, plumping sleep mask is going to, it won't have any negative effect to it, but it's definitely not going to slow your oil production, and oily people, you'll know what I'm talking about with that. Back to the mask. Hydration, awesome. Now let's get into the plumping aspect of it, because it's something that I really, really enjoy. At 36 years old, I have started to develop these smaller, fine lines. They're not wrinkles yet, and, if I can keep up the good fight, they're never going to be wrinkles. That's just, I'm not going to tolerate that. So the plumping aspect of this, it utilizes a smart hyaluronic acid. And as you'll recall from earlier in the video, a smart hyaluronic acid is something that goes deeper into the skin to help disperse and carry moisture to the, the deeper layers of the skin so that you're actually moisturized from the inside out. If you're unfamiliar with what hyaluronic acid is, it is an acid that helps skin to retain up to 1,000 times the moisture per drop of moisture that it would normally carry. So it's essentially, a gallon of water for every raindrop that goes into the skin. Now, a normal hyaluronic acid, it's great. It's very surface layer. You know, if you go to a spa and get a facial, it's just going to be like a surface layer hyaluronic acid. It's great. It gives you a little bit of a plumping effect. Your skin looks very, very hydrated. It looks very, very smooth. What that is not going to do is have a long-lasting effect. That's where this particular mask comes in with the smart hyaluronic acid and the encapsulation that the mask puts on the face as you wear it overnight to help keep the smart hyaluronic in there and keep it working. It's going to not only work to give you more dense and more supple skin, it will help to plump out lines and wrinkles. And when I say dense and supple skin, one concern that a lot of people have when they start to age is that their skin begins to look thin, it begins to look dull. You know, basically just, you know, think of a tissue. If you have multiple layers of a tissue, as you peel away the tissue, you can see through it. It's not the exact same opaque whiteness. That's what kind of happens to the skin, essentially. What this is going to do with all of the vitamins, the minerals, the antioxidants, the essential fatty acids, the smart hyaluronic acid, it's going to help your skin to be able to rejuvenate and rebuild itself. So we're creating new, thicker, more supple, more hydrated layers of skin. We're protecting the skin as we sleep. You know, something happens while you're sleeping called transepidermal water loss. Essentially, this is when your body just starts to expel water while you're sleeping. It's why many of us, myself included, wake up, you know, sweaty, with a headache, you're just dehydrated. It can lead to your skin looking tired, even cracked and flaky in the morning. It's just, you know, it affects your entire body. That's why hydration is so important, is kind of the moral of the entire story. But facial hydration, especially if your face is dry, if your face is dehydrated, it's going to look old. It's going to look tired. That's why we wear a moisturizer every day, to keep the skin happy, healthy, and rejuvenated. It's why we wear SPF, to help to protect the skin so that we can look healthy and young and rejuvenated without, you know, dangerous things going back and forth. This mask, what it's going to do, and you don't have to use it at night. I can't stress that enough. I mean, when you look at stage performers, they often don't use a typical moisturizer before they go out on stage if they're going to be sweating. The best example that I can think of is when Sir John does Beyonce's makeup. She has to go out there and Lemonade and Beyonce all over the stage, and it's amazing. That is a lot of sweat. That is a lot of perspiration. It creates oil. There's already going to be makeup on it. If you put a traditional moisturizer on the face, the makeup, you know, it won't really adhere for the lengthy amount of time. It won't be able to hold during all of the sweat. Putting on a mask beforehand, it allows your skin to have the nutrition, the hydration that it needs, and you can put a makeup over it without having to worry about feeling dehydrated later on. Your skin won't look like it's wearing makeup because it's dehydrated. But that's, I mean, just if you're going to be out sweating, clubbing, doing anything like that, you know, that's where this mask comes in best play. Honestly, it is a sleep mask. I like to use it as a sleep mask personally. You know, you go in at night, it's at the end of the day, you're, you know, cleansed, everything, put the mask on, let the lavender help to lift out the spirits, let the essential fatty acids, the nutrients, the smart hyaluronic acid, let it go in and just make your skin feel good. And when you wake up the next day, your skin will look good because it feels good. It's going to, you know, have the equivalent of a 4-course meal put into it, and it's just excited and happy and moisturized. It'll be supple, it's more firm, it's glowy. It's kind of an amazing mask. The mask can be purchased at ADVEKETcosmetics.com. It's ADVEKET cosmetics.com. Advocate is spelled phonetically when used as a noun to imply that you are your own advocate. The Beyond Binary Skincare line was just launched this year with our first ever thermal activated charcoal mask. You can see that video. It was posted last week. The mask is deeply, deeply cleansing. It's exfoliating, you know, it's tightening, it's brightening. It serves a lot of different functions, and it really can be used in combination with this mask. I would never recommend doing 2 masks in the same night, just because, you know, you want to give your skin time to heal. You want to give it time to properly utilize the ingredients that are in the masks, and you never know. I mean, if they're not meant to be used together, generally don't do treatments together. I mean, any esthetician or skincare expert will tell you that. Exfoliate once to twice a week. That's where the charcoal mask comes in. I only use it once a week because I'm a dry skin. Then twice a week, sometimes 3 if I'm having one of those really, really, you know, ultra dry. Like right now, if you're watching this video, it is February 2019. Most of the country just went through an entire vortex, a polar vortex. I live in Los Angeles, and it even got down in the 40s here. That is cold, and those people that are dealing with the sub-zero temperatures, they need the moisture. A couple of them are actually my really good clients, and they've tried this, they love this. It has saved their skin during this cold snap that the country has been in. Anyway, definitely recommend trying it. You can always request a sample by emailing customer service at adveketcosmetics.com. You can follow us on social media. The Instagram is @adveket, ADVEKET. You can just shoot me a direct message there and I'll send you out a sample. It's quite a lovely, lovely product. I'm very, very proud of this product. It's, like I said, it's not something that I take lightly. Introducing skincare into ADVEKET Cosmetics was a huge decision for me, and I wanted to have a quite superior range of product, and we're keeping it very, very limited. So definitely, check this mask out, adveketcosmetics.com to order and for more information. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments here. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Make Up Your Mind TV. Please follow us on Instagram at Make Up Your Mind TV. I hope to hear from you. I hope you love this mask as much as I did. And thank you so much. Please subscribe and have a great day.